Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to Chill Chat English. It is Eric here, and I am so incredibly glad you are turning up for yourself today. Let's take a deep breath in and let it out. For the next 25 to 30 minutes, forget about grammar tests. Forget about perfect rules. You are in a safe space. Just you, me, and our trusty blackboard. Today we are talking about something we all dread: awkward silence. Have you ever stood in an elevator with a foreign colleague or met an English speaker at a party and suddenly your mind goes completely blank? You want to say something, but your tongue feels tied. You end up just smiling awkwardly and staring at your shoes. I know that feeling so well. It is a very normal human reaction. When our brain feels social pressure, it goes into a mini fight-or-flight mode. We try so hard to find the perfect word, the perfect grammar rule, that we end up saying nothing at all. But let me tell you a secret. It's not because your English is bad. It's simply because nobody taught you the hidden rules of small talk. Today we are going to fix that. We are going to build your conversational confidence, step by step, word by word, and we are going to learn it through the lens of one of the most talked about shows on Netflix, Emily in Paris. Now, let's paint a picture together. Imagine you are Emily Cooper. You are young, full of energy, and you just landed your dream marketing job in Paris. You arrive at your new French office, Savoir, wearing a bright, sunny smile and a very colorful, expensive outfit. You walk in, see your new French colleagues, and with classic high-energy American enthusiasm, you say, "Hi everyone, I'm Emily from Chicago. I am so excited to be here and work with you all." But what happens? Instead of warm smiles and welcoming handshakes, you get cold stares. Your new boss, Sylvie, looks at you like you just brought a loud boombox into a quiet museum. Why does this happen? Is Sylvie just mean? Is everyone in Paris just rude? Well, maybe a little. But the real reason is a deep cultural clash. Sociologists actually have a very famous theory for this. They call it the peach versus coconut cultural theory. Let's write this on our blackboard because it is a game changer for understanding communication. In peach cultures, like the United States, people are very soft on the outside. They smile at strangers. They ask, "How's your day?" within 5 seconds of meeting you, and they share friendly details very quickly. They are friendly, colorful, and accessible, just like a peach. But if you try to get too close, you quickly hit the hard pit in the center. That hard pit is their true personal privacy. On the other hand, in coconut cultures like France, Germany, or Russia, people are hard on the outside. They do not smile at strangers in the street. They do not share their life stories with colleagues on day one. They keep a serious face because they want to protect their private life. But if you have patience, if you show respect, you slowly crack the hard shell, and inside you find a very sweet, loyal, and deep connection, just like a coconut. When Emily walked into the office shouting with high American peach-style energy, her French coconut colleagues felt her friendliness was fake, loud, and intrusive. Sylvie famously tells Emily, "You live to work, we work to live." So how do we bridge this gap? How do we start a friendly, safe conversation in English without making coconuts feel uncomfortable and without making ourselves feel awkward? The secret to great small talk is what I call the safe zone. When you start a conversation with someone you do not know well, never ask about personal things right away. Don't ask about their relationship status, their salary, their political views, or even their age. Those are high-risk zones. Instead, focus on things you both share in that exact moment. What do we all share? We share the physical space we are in. We share the weather today. We share the event we are both attending. Or we share a very light, neutral topic like weekend plans or great local food. Let's look at our blackboard again. Our first key concept today is shared context. This means looking around the room and finding a common bridge. Imagine you are standing in a long line at a busy cafe. You do not turn to the stranger next to you and ask, "So, what do you do for a living?" That feels like an interrogation. It's too personal, too fast. Instead, you look at the line, or you look at the menu, and you say something very light. For example, "The line is exceptionally long today, isn't it?" This is what we call a low-pressure invitation. It is safe, it is gentle, it gives the other person a choice. They can simply smile and say, "Yes, it is," which means, "I am busy, please don't talk to me." And that is perfectly okay. Or they can say, "I know, but their coffee is worth the wait." And boom, you have started a natural, pleasant conversation. There is no pressure and absolutely no awkwardness. To make this work, we must also follow the ping-pong rule of conversation. In ping-pong, you cannot just hold the ball. You have to hit it back. In English small talk, if someone asks you a question, do not just give a one-word answer. If they ask, "Did you have a good weekend?" and you only say yes, the conversation dies. The ball has dropped. Instead, you must give your answer, add a small detail, and hit the ball back with a question. For example, "Yes, I did. I went hiking in the hills, and the weather was beautiful. Did you get up to anything nice over the weekend?" This keeps the game going smoothly, naturally, and beautifully. Now, my friend, let's build your tool set. I have selected 10 golden chunks of English small talk. These are not just random vocabulary words. These are chunks, pre-made blocks of language that native speakers use automatically. If you learn chunks, your brain does not have to build sentences from scratch. You just pull the block out of your memory and say it. Let's write them on the blackboard and break down their pronunciation, their rhythm, and their connected speech secrets. Let's start with our first group, the ambient starters. These are your tools for starting a conversation using the environment around you. Our first chunk is, "It's a bit chilly today, isn't it?" Let's talk about the cultural usage first. Weather is the ultimate safe topic across the English-speaking world, but instead of saying a boring sentence like, "It is cold," we use the tag question, "Isn't it?" to invite the other person to agree with us. It creates an immediate point of connection. Now let's look at the pronunciation secrets. In natural speech, we do not say, "It is a bit chilly." No, we link the words together. The word bit ends with a T sound, and is a vowel, so they link together to sound like bit_. In American English, that T becomes a very soft D sound, almost like beta. Listen carefully. "It's a bit_a chilly today, isn't it?" Let's try saying this first chunk slowly together. "It's a bit chilly today, isn't it?" Let's say it again, focusing on that smooth connection. "It's a bit_a chilly today, isn't it?" Our second chunk is, "They have a great selection here, don't they?" This is a wonderful chunk to use when you are standing in a cafe, a bookstore, a local bakery, or even a lunch buffet. It focuses on the positive environment. Notice the grammar structure. It is another tag question, don't they? Let's look at how native speakers actually pronounce don't they. We rarely say a sharp, crisp don't with a hard T. Instead, the T disappears and the N blends directly into the th of they. It sounds like don't thee. Listen to the rhythm of the whole sentence. They have a great selection here, don't they? Let's listen and repeat this one together, making it flow naturally. They have a great selection here, don't they? Let's try it one more time. They have a great selection here, don't they? Our third chunk is, have you been keeping busy lately? This is a gold standard chunk. It is the polite, native way to ask someone, how are you? Or how is your life going? Without being nosy or intrusive. It gives the other person complete control. If they are tired, they can say, oh, you know the usual. If they are excited, they can share their new projects. Now, look at the connected speech here. The words have you are almost never pronounced separately as have you. In casual, slow English, the H in have can become very quiet and the words contract to sound like huvya or avya. The rhythm is fast on have you been and then slows down on keeping busy. Let's practice this rhythm together. Have you been keeping busy lately? Let's try it again, making the have you very soft and quick. Have ya been keeping busy lately? Now, my friend, what if the other person is speaking and you want to show that you are listening carefully and deeply? We use our second group of chunks, the soft transitioners. These show that you are an active, supportive listener. Our fourth chunk is a short but incredibly powerful one. I bet. Imagine someone tells you, "Oh, my boss gave me 3 new projects today and I have to work late." You do not want to say a flat, boring, okay, or that is bad. Instead, you say, I bet. This short phrase means I completely understand why you feel that way, or I believe you, that must be true. It shows instant empathy. For the pronunciation, the T at the end of bet is what we call a stop T or a glottal stop. You do not release the air. You do not say beta. You stop the air in your throat right at the end of the word I bet. Let's try it together. I bet. Let's say it with some feeling, showing real empathy. I bet. Our fifth chunk is, that sounds fascinating. This is a beautiful upgrade from the simple, overused word good. If someone tells you about their hobby, a book they are reading, or a place they visited, use this chunk to make them feel special. That sounds fascinating. Let's look at the word fascinating. It can look difficult to pronounce, but let's break it down into simple pieces. The stress is strongly on the very first syllable, fascinating. The middle syllables are very quick. Let's practice the word first, fascinating. Now, let's put it into the chunk. That sounds fascinating. Let's repeat it together. That sounds fascinating. Let's say it one more time with a warm, interested tone. That sounds fascinating. Our sixth chunk is, how did you get into that? This is the single best question to keep a conversation going. If someone says, I design websites, or I play the cello, or I recently started learning pottery, you don't want the conversation to stop there. Ask them, how did you get into that? This question means, what is your story? How did you start doing this? People love talking about their beginnings. For pronunciation, let's look at how did you and get into behave in natural speech. Did you often blends together to sound like did ya, and get into links smoothly to sound like jatinto. In American English, that T in get sounds like a very quick, soft D sound, jet into. So the whole phrase flows like this. How did ya, jud into, that? Let's practice this natural flow slowly. How did you get into that? Let's try it with the natural linking. How did ya get into that? Finally, let's look at our third group on the blackboard, the polite exits. These are your social safety nets. One of the biggest fears people have about starting a conversation in English is, what if I get stuck? How do I end the conversation and walk away without being rude or awkward? In Emily in Paris, Emily often makes the mistake of standing there too long, causing the conversation to dry up. You can easily avoid this by using these graceful exits. Our seventh chunk is, well, I should let you get back to it. This is an incredibly polite, high-level social formula. Why? Because you are pretending that you are leaving for their benefit, not yours. You are saying, I know you are busy and I respect your time, so I will let you go. It is the ultimate polite gesture. For pronunciation, let's look at let you. The T at the end of let and the Y at the start of you merge together to create a soft cheesh sound. It sounds like let you. Listen to the rhythm. Well, I should let you get back to it. Let's practice this beautiful chunk together. Well, I should let you get back to it. Let's say it again with a polite, smiling tone. Well, I should let you get back to it. Our eighth chunk is, it was great catching up. You use this specific chunk when you run into someone you already know, like a colleague from another department or an old acquaintance you met at a conference. Catching up means sharing recent news after not seeing each other for a while. For pronunciation, make sure the G at the end of catching is very soft or dropped, and blend it directly into up, catching _up. Let's say it together. It was great catching up. Let's try it again. It was great catching up. Our ninth chunk is lovely chatting with you. This is a warm, incredibly friendly way to end a conversation with someone you have just met for the first time. It leaves a very positive, polite impression. In spoken English, the gay in chatting is often reduced, making it sound like chat-tin. Listen to the flow. Lovely chat-tin with you. Let's practice this warm sign-off. Lovely chatting with you. Let's say it again, feeling the warmth in the words. Lovely chatting with you. Our 10th chunk is enjoy the rest of your day. This is the perfect, universal, and high-energy closing phrase. You can use it with colleagues, shopkeepers, strangers, or friends. It is extremely positive. For pronunciation, we have a beautiful link between rest and of. The consonant T at the end of rest links directly to the vowel sound of, sounding like rest of. Listen carefully. Enjoy the rest _of your day. Let's practice this final chunk together. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's say it one last time with a bright, friendly smile. Enjoy the rest _of your day. Now, my friend, comes the absolute gold standard of language learning, shadowing camp. This is where we turn your passive knowledge into active, flowing speech. We are going to practice speaking these chunks in real time, in realistic, everyday scenarios. Do not worry if your English is not perfect. Do not worry about your accent. Your accent is simply a sign that you speak more than one language. It is a badge of courage. If you are in a public place right now, you can just whisper the words softly or repeat them clearly in your mind. But if you are at home or alone in your room, I want you to open your mouth and speak these words out loud with me. We are going to go through 3 different daily scenarios. I will speak slowly, set the scene, and then I will leave a clear, generous pause for you to shadow me. Let's train those speaking muscles. Scenario 1. The office pantry. Let's imagine you are standing in the office kitchen, waiting for your tea to brew. A colleague from another team walks in to grab a glass of water. There is a quiet silence. You decide to break the ice using a safe, warm topic. Hi there, say it with me. Hi there, have you been keeping busy lately? Say it with me. Have you been keeping busy lately? Oh yes, we are preparing for the big product launch next week. It's a bit crazy. Oh, really? I bet. Say it with me. Oh, really? I bet. That sounds fascinating. Say it with me. That sounds fascinating. How did you get into that? How did you get into that? And how about you? Oh, you know, keeping busy too. Well, I should let you get back to it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Scenario 2. The bookstore line. Now let's change the scene. You are standing in a very slow, long line at a beautiful local bookstore on a cold Saturday afternoon. The person next to you is holding a book by your favorite author. You want to make a safe, low-pressure comment. Excuse me, say it with me. Excuse me, it's a bit chilly today, isn't it? It's a bit chilly today, isn't it? But they have a great selection here, don't they? Imagine the Lisa Kasam smiles and says, they really do. I love coming here on weekends just to browse. I bet. It has such a cozy atmosphere. I bet. It has such a cozy atmosphere. Next, and the stranger has to step forward to pay. You offer a quick, polite exit. Well, lovely chatting with you. Say it with me. Well, lovely chatting with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Scenario 3. The slow elevator. The perfect quick transition. For our third scenario, imagine you are in an elevator with a neighbor you haven't seen in a couple of weeks. The elevator is moving slowly up to the 10th floor. You want to show warmth, but also keep it brief and natural. Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there. It was great catching up. It was great catching up. Yes, we should grab a coffee sometime soon. Oh, absolutely. I would love that. Oh, absolutely. I would love that. The lotally adulteracious. Well, I should let you get back to it. Well, I should let you get back to it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. Take a moment to appreciate what you just did. You spoke continuously, confidently, and naturally in 3 complete everyday scenarios. You did not get stuck, you did not freeze, and you kept the conversation flowing with absolute grace. This is how you break the intermediate plateau. This is how you master English. My friend, as we begin to wrap up our session today, I want to share a quick story with you. Many years ago, when I first moved abroad and was trying to learn a new language, I used to be absolutely terrified of small talk. I remember standing outside a small local bakery, practicing my order in my head over and over again. My heart was beating fast. When I walked in, the shopkeeper smiled and asked me a very simple, friendly question about my day. And do you know what I did? My brain went completely black. I froze, mumbled something that made no sense, grabbed my bread, and practically ran out of the shop feeling incredibly embarrassed. I felt like an absolute failure. But looking back, I realized that moment of freeze was not a failure. It was simply a necessary step on my journey. We have to speak poorly before we can speak well. We have to experience the awkward silence to appreciate the flowing conversation. Small talk is not about using perfect, complex grammar. It is not about proving how smart you are. It is simply a human bridge. It is a warm, gentle way of saying, hey, I see you. We are sharing this space, this cold weather, this long line, and I want to wish you well. Just like Emily in Paris, we are all foreigners navigating new languages, new jobs, and new cultures. It is okay to feel awkward. The real magic is in trying anyway. So, let's do our homework for today. I want you to look at the blackboard. Pick just one golden chunk we practiced today, the one you like the most, and write it down in the comments section below. And if you are feeling exceptionally brave, share a quick story of a time you experienced a funny or awkward silence in English. I read every single comment personally, and I will be right there in the comments section to encourage you, correct your writing gently, and cheer you on. Don't forget to subscribe to Chill Chat English, and share this video with a friend who is working hard on their English journey today. Let's grow this warm community together. Until next time, keep practicing, stay incredibly curious. And always remember, you are doing so much better than you think. This is Eric, signing off from our Blackboard studio. Take care of yourself, my friend.